Welcome
Welcome.
to Shade and the City. I'm your girl Treese,
It's Nels.
and today we are here to do our recap of the finale, okay, of the Real Housewives of Dubai, season 2, episode 13. Um,
Best
yep,
friends for never.
best friends for never. Can I just tell y'all, this was sad, but I have a lot of thoughts. It's gonna be a
I
little
would have
all over the
I would have
place.
never thought it would have been over something like so petty.
I think it was a build up because
I
as
mean,
we
it was definitely a build up. Yeah.
It was a build up. And again, hats off to Bravo. They laid it out perfectly for us and it was like, boom. That was a great, I don't want to say it was a great way to end the season because I was devastated. But overall, I if you're talking about TV and watch worthy and they talk about how the ratings don't be rating like they need to on Dubai, which I don't know why, because I feel like it's better than half of the other franchises that they got, no shade. But yeah, y'all. So we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna get into it. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button.
And that subscribe button.
She's still in PTO mode. And yeah, y'all, let's get into it and let's get shady. I still love our little intro. Shout out to Retro CG. It gets me every time. Okay. Now we start off this episode. Everyone is breaking off into their little separate groups for breakfast the next morning. We see Sarah, Saba, and Brooks. It's Rich, Ion, Lisa, and Chris, and then Caroline, Stansberry, Talene, Rafi, and Sergio, of course. Now, Talene mentions, or she brings up the argument between her and Lisa the previous evening, and Stansberry tells her basically that she should have learned from her and lets her know that basically that wasn't your fight and you should have shut the hell up. And I said, I mean, you know what? When Stansberry's wrong, she wrong, but when she right, she right. I gotta give her that. Gotta give her that.
I mean, how often is she wrong?
Sometimes. So and I mean wrong in like just, you know, when it comes to Sergio. And so yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So and Talene takes accountability for, how things went on the rooftop, but says that she did nothing the night before. Sarah Saba and Brooks talk about how Lisa can't handle anyone saying anything about her. And Lisa tells Ion that Rich noticed how hard she rides for her. And I said, here go Bravo setting us up when we know this is about to break down by in less than 30 mints. Really?
Ion said, yes, I ride very hard.
Right, I ride all day. I ride all day. Okay. And basically she's like, that's what I love about her. And then it just all went to hell. Well, go ahead now.
At the beach. Okay. By the beach.
Oh, is that where they were at the beach?
Yeah.
Oh, I said they went to lunch.
I said so. Lisa had asked her what the plan was. She said that we gonna be on the beach with the bitches, and that's what they did. So at the beach, the guys and the girls they kind of separated. The guys is over there cheersing, to a great time, while Talene told Lisa that they need to talk about some things. Stansbury said, "Yeah, I need to get up. Okay, I ain't got the time for this. I'm gonna go sit over here with the boys." And she basically said that Talene is it for even rehashing this.
Right.
Talene apologized for interjecting in their conversation between Lisa and Brooks and said that she should have let them, do them, have their own conversation. But she didn't appreciate the way Lisa came at her at dinner, the dinner that she was hosting. Lisa said that she shouldn't have called her out her name, but when she chimes in and it's not positive or constructive, it comes off as an attack. Sarah said, okay, you also mentioned that the girl ain't have a business and she got a whole fitness business. Lisa said, "Girl, I was arguing." Okay, what you want to say?
So my first thing, right, and I'm noticing what you pointed out last week about Celine, because I don't know, and you went over it when they were in their conversation, and she tells Lisa, "Well, I was just trying to have Brooks or Brooks's back
Mm-hmm.
in a situation," and then we see not even minutes later or a few minutes later, we see a scene with her and Ayan, and she tells her that she sticks up for Lisa too often and she's different when Lisa's around. And I'm starting to see what you're saying, what you were implying last episode, because she did the same thing with Brooks and went and talked to her and said, "Oh, you should be upset." And you know what I mean? That she did. I don't know. I'm just starting to see. I'm peeping it. I'm peeping it. I'm clocking it.
And that knows where it don't belong.
Right.
So Celine basically came at her and was like, "Girl, is this an apology or what?" Lisa said, "And not if you come in with that energy."
Okay.
Okay.
And I
She,
was with her. Because I was
Lisa,
like, what is that to say? Is this an apology?
she said, "You can't be acting bitchy, okay, and don't be expect called a bitch." Okay. Lisa said, you know, that it was super disrespectful for Brooks
Brooks.
to come to her event and talk about the glass house. Ayan starts to chime in, and Lisa kind of, let me handle this, boo. We just had a conversation about this. Let me just pipe it in
Right.
a bit. Okay. Lisa basically told her when she's ready to apologize, she will, but it's not happening today. Okay, she ain't feeling it. And she doesn't want to talk about it anymore. Celine and Brooks talk about how they're tired of like this clicky BS, and are explaining to Ayan how she changes anytime Lisa's around. Ayan was like, "What?" She said she was taken aback, okay, because she didn't know the ladies felt this way. She said she can understand though why they do feel this way, and she said that there's a saying in Swahili that's translated to English as "monkeys don't see their own asshole." I don't really understand the reference. She did try to explain it, but
It still made no sense.
it made no sense to me. But doesn't change how I feel about Ayan. I still love her. So everybody is making their summer plans. Lisa and Rich are planning to go farm shopping. I thought this was so dope. I love Rich for this. I love Rich for this. He wants to do it in Cotswolds, which is in England. They were
Go
looking.
ahead, girl, because I said they want to buy a farm in London.
No, look, I made sure I put it down. Look. So they were looking at Stansberry's parents' house because clearly they're trying to sell it. Now, Lisa said it is very beautiful. It's a very nice house, but they're looking for like 50 to 100 acres. So it just doesn't work for them. Okay. Stansberry and Ayan decided to have a goodbye to Dubai summer party for everyone because everybody's, they leaving for vacation. I thought it was a really cute idea. Goodbye to Dubai.
I thought that was really cute. So Sarah talks about how Maki is still traumatized. We tried to tell you he shouldn't have been sitting around grown folks in grown folk conversation. No way, but okay.
Mhm.
And he's obviously afraid. So Sarah says that she's been canceling a lot of engagements and opportunities because of that. And so Sarah calls Akeem and tells him that she wants, some time to focus on Maki right now, and she plans to disconnect. And he hangs up on her. All right. Sarah said that she wasn't expecting that, and she wasn't ending things. She just wanted to take a break based on the fact that they've been arguing every day. But she says that it's over.
Let me ask you something.
I feel like she's fake healed, because how can you want to heal other people so bad and you deal with this level of bullshit?
But my question is, so when Akeem was like, okay, like what does that mean? She was, or I don't remember what he said, but basically, like, what are you saying? She was like, okay, I just said it. You know, I want to focus on my son or whatever. I thought she was breaking up with him. I thought that meant like it's done, it's over.
I thought the same thing. And not even that. You're arguing every day. We ain't getting nowhere. We're not hunching. I've said this. Not that that is the end all be all, but there is nothing. There's no reason why I am so invested. There's nothing.
I didn't think
There's
she made
no
it
reason
clear
why
that
I
it
can't
was a
let you
break.
go at this point.
I didn't think she made it clear that it was a break. I think really she only wanted it to be a break after he hung up the phone on her. Because I think she was really thinking that she was gonna be like, okay, like we breaking up, and he was gonna be like, baby, baby, please, I'll do whatever I gotta do to change this. And then when he hung up, she was like, but I wasn't trying to break up. It was just a break. And clearly it was, because she ended up taking that ass back. But oh, you was done with them, right?
Yeah, I was done.
So Stansberry, she took her baby girl Yasmin riding. Apparently, this is something that she's always done with her kids. She said she wanted to do something that, you know, her daughter might like. She don't really know what she like. She says she don't hang out with kids for real. Her parents ain't never did it with her, so it's not a thing that she knows. Okay, but she did tell her that she's glad that her and Sergio are, you know, getting along now. She said that she talked to him about the baby thing, and she doesn't think she's really ready to have one. Yasmin thinks that's a great idea. She was like, "You are actually thinking with your head now, okay?
Right.
With your brain, it's working." She feels like really the whole reason why Sergio is even rushing this is really because of the doctor and her age, and you know he's putting this time restraint on her. So she said it's time to get a surrogate. I feel
Yeah.
her.
No, and that'll eliminate some of the stress because
Because
it's like
we always got a young and able body to do it as long as we got the money.
right. And clearly that's never going to be an issue, right? So then we see Ayan call her sister Ifra to catch up. She tells her about the meeting with Huda. Y'all know. Is it Huda? Okay, that's her name. Ifra is hopeful that she will show her the ropes and tells Ayan how proud she is. Ayan shares how much has been going on with the ladies and how they express how they feel. She acts differently when Lisa is around. Ayan said that this hurt her. And this was my whole thing when she was really acting like, oh my God, this just really bothers me. And you did like, I'm sorry.
Sensitive. She is sensitive.
Whatever. And so she said that she tried to talk to Lisa about it. Lisa told her not to bring it up and says that that will make her seem like as if she's a bad friend to her. So, of course, she goes on camera and lets us know that Lisa told her that to make Lisa look like she was a bad friend to her. And then she says she feels like, you know, she can't like certain people because Lisa is on the outs with them. Eva think it suggests that Lisa might be a little bit jealous. And Ayan starts talking about how Lisa's very controlling and always telling Ayan what to do, and she feels it's starting to be a one-sided friendship. And so Ifra advises her that if she feels that way, that basically she needs to take a step back. And I don't know. What are your thoughts? Because I don't feel that way. I feel like even the clips that they showed, I was like, Lisa having your back and telling somebody else, no, Ion's not going to apologize to that bitch. And, da, 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 da. And so when she expects the same sense of loyalty from you, I don't know what switched up. Only thing that's different is you became friends with Stansberry. That's the only thing different. But y'all have had the same amount of, and if I'm wrong, y'all drop down in the comments. But they have displayed the same amount of loyalty to each other until Ayan threw that voice note and threw Lisa under the bus. But outside of that, they have been just as loyal to each other. So this whole, and yes, I am caping for Lisa because I don't like this whole narrative that they're trying to spin. And Brooks has been, and this is no shade to Brooks. You know I love you. You've been with everybody all season. Okay, and now we're trying to flip and make Lisa the villain. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not buying. I'm not buying what you're selling.
What was that whole scene with the storyline thing? Remember when they were showing like the clips and Lisa said something to Ayan about a storyline?
I didn't really understand that part, but I think she was telling they were talking they were engaging with someone else, and I guess that's why I didn't really take because the girl was telling a story, and I think Ayan was like
I think Ayan
including
was
herself.
talking about her how she grew up or something like that.
Right, and I think Lisa was like, "That's your story," like you know what I mean. Keep that for yourself, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's the day of Stansberry and Ayan's party. Lisa, she said it feels super weird. Okay. She thinks that Ayan likes Stansberry a lot more than she let on. Clearly enough to host a party with her. And she feels like it's really giving weird vibes. It's giving weird vibes. So then the ladies begin to roll in. Let me tell you something. I'm not gonna lie. Out of everybody's dress, I really like Saba's dress. It
Oh,
was.
Saba's always. Y'all know I'm a new Saba fan. I know y'all don't.
I did like Sarah's dress too, and I did like Lisa's dress as well. But I really liked Saba's dress. Saba's dress was just doing it for me. So Sarah sat down with the ladies, and basically, had a conversation about Akeen and how he hung up in her face. And when she explained, basically when she explained that she needed time, the ladies were not surprised because they're like, "Girl, don't you know who you're dealing with? Like, we seen this. This is not a surprise to us." She said that they continue to argue through text afterwards, and she doesn't know if it's completely over yet because he's still trying. Of course he is, girl. Brooks showed up with a date named Max. The girls kind of clowns her a little bit because he's a little young boy, he's a little whippersnapper. Brooks said that he DM'd her and they became friends, but there's absolutely positively nothing romantically going on. I don't know. That's not what it was given when you said he could be a sugar baby. But
I
anyways,
know.
even Sergio came over and said, at least somebody's younger than me for once. I feel you, Sergio, girl. Like, she robbing a cradle over here. So Stansberry and Ayan, they prompted the ladies to give them a little kiss on the hand, kiss the queen as they walked in. Some of them did, some of them didn't. Lisa refused. Stansberry said of course she wouldn't because
She's
she can't
jealous.
hide her jealousy. I said, oh,
Yeah.
well, that part. Stansberry and Ion gathered the guests and showed them their video. They said that they deserved an Oscar, while other people felt like it was a tampon ad. Everyone is noticing how jealous Lisa is, and she's really not denying it.
No.
She's not denying it at all. Lisa told Ion to enjoy the ride that she's on and not to fall off because if she does, she will be the first one to get a kiki.
See, now that's when and here, see, look, y'all, I'm not, that's why I said I'm not up here caping. Because in that moment, I can, and I've said many times on this platform, and Nels knows, because she's lived with it. I am a territorial friend, okay? Absolutely. So I absolutely understand where Lisa was coming from. But one thing I'm not going to do is if she does find someone else she connects with or wants to spend time with that is outside of me, what I am not going to do is wait for it to crash and burn and be like, and I understand it's Stansberry. I get it.
I was
I
going
get
to say, we know that
it's
Lisa
Stansberry.
listen, we know that Lisa thinks that this girl is a snake. So what I'm surprised is that she said what that she didn't say when she jumps up and bites you. I'm not gonna laugh because
So what I'm confused about is, and see, okay, so I gotta have a counter to that. Again, I've already said, love Lisa, right? If you feel like Stansberry is such a snake, why are we? I mean, I guess you can do business together, but we see her going to lunch so they could talk about her moving and her possibly buying her mother's house and whatever, and stuff like that. It just made me feel like Rich got money. So we don't need to buy Stansberry's parents' house.
well, I mean, you don't need to, but I mean,
But what I'm saying is
you
you
can get it for a
so
lower price. It's a beautiful home. You knew the people that owned it. You knew they take care of it. You know what I'm saying? They might be. They.
yes, I mean, I just feel like a little bit is
I
like
don't think she hates the girl, but
she does not trust her, and that's fine. It's okay to say somebody is not my friend and I don't trust them, as you know what I mean, and still be able to be acquaintances but she can't act like. Now I can understand her being upset because yes, the breakdown of her and Ion's friendship really started from that voice note, which came from Stansberry opening up her mouth. So I can understand her feeling a way that like now you gonna get even tighter with her after all of this. And but I would still, even if I felt that way, I still am not going to want to sit and kiki when you crash and burn. I'm just not. I'm not.
Lisa just
If
built it.
anything, I would have been like, I'll be there to pick up the pieces when you crying, girl. Because you gonna have a moment and you think you over here crying over me. You gonna have a moment.
Well, Ion tried to pull Lesa to the side to have a conversation. And
What
Lesa,
do you think about this?
I'd have been pissed. Because if you said what you said, clearly you got an attitude. And now I'm trying to pull you to the side to have a conversation about it and figure out what's really going on. And you like, all right, well, bitches know the whole night. Don't come check for me later.
Now,
Don't.
I am gonna say this. I'm sure Lesa didn't know what she was walking into. And just the level of being thrown at her. And it was like she said, she felt like they were trying to get a rise out of her. Um,
By
but
making this
I
video.
mean, when I tell you from the time she walked in the door, now I did agree with her about the food, but did you even remember the food debacle that they went through when she was like, "Where's the food?" And
Yes.
and
And she
Ion
was
was
like,
like, "You don't eat before you come." And she was like, "No, I come hungry so I can eat." And I was like, and I wanted to ask you about that and be like, "Well, yeah, I do go places hungry so I can eat." Like, unless I'm not sure about your menu, so I make sure I
I'm not gonna say I necessarily go hungry, but I do assume that you have food there.
right. So, but even that, I could tell there
Unless
was
unless unless on the invitation it specifically says like it's just cocktails or something like that.
right. I could just tell that Ion was a little bothered that basically Lesa was picking at her event and the fact because even Caroline was like, it's coming, and just went about her business. But I could tell Ion was bothered because Lesa said something about it, and it was. So I will say that Lesa really was triggered all night. She really was. I mean, and it didn't matter what it was, but I'm not saying it makes it okay that when
Well,
Ion came up to
when
her.
Ion came to her and said, "Hey, can we have a conversation?" What she should have said, like she made it seem like she did say, was, "Give me a few minutes." That's not what she said. She just no.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. She was nasty.
Um,
It was nasty. I wasn't feeling it
mm-mm.
because,
So
like
then
you said,
Celine,
she could have said, "Oh, girl, just give me a minute."
and when she went over to her, she was like, "I told you, give me a few minutes." No, you
No,
didn't.
you didn't.
You
No, you
didn't.
didn't.
So Taline went to go tell Lesa that Ion was feeling some type of way. So then Lesa then decided to come and check on her. Um, Basically, Ion let her know that she wanted to talk to her about how the girls feel like she's different around Lesa. Lisa's like, "Oh, that's what you want to talk about? I thought we agreed we weren't going to talk about this." Ion said that she can talk about whatever she wanted to talk about because it's her feelings and she can talk about it. Lisa said this is the second time that basically Ion threw her under the bus. And if she want to go tit, then Lisa can go tat. I said, this is not gonna go well. This
So,
is
what did
not
you
gonna
think? Okay, well, I'll ask you when you're done.
Lisa said that she spoke to Stansberry about Ion, saying that Stansberry felt like Lisa was bragging when she's basically, about buying the house or whatever. And Ion said that she never said that. Ion said that she didn't say it in a bad way. Both Ion and Stansberry said neither one of them used the word bragging and told Lisa. Ion told Lisa basically she was lying. Lisa left. When Lisa left, Stansberry came over to see what happened. She explained that she had never used the word bragging. Then Lisa came back up and said, "Ion, basically that's what you told me."
Ion swears she never said that.
Basically, they both start swearing on their kids. Okay,
Thank
talking
God all
about
them kids are still
and
alive,
strike him dead. And I listen with two different stories. Okay, I hope all babies are okay. Okay,
intact, alive, baby, and doing what they.
everybody over here just
Oh, Taj is doing well in college. Look,
look. Somebody lying because it's two different stories, and
okay.
they both swearing. Okay, Lisa told her that their friendship will not survive this. Ion said, "Okay, let it not survive it. You ain't gonna be putting words in my mouth." I said, "Well." Well, then said that I can't be friends with anyone because of you, and you're basically afraid to hurt your feelings. Then she
Mm.
told her, "Our friendship is over." I said, and just like that. Then the ladies bring the argument inside with the girls. Okay. Lisa's walking behind her, calling her a liar, a liar, a liar. Then asked her, when did I come between you and your friendships? She said, girl, you trying to do it right now with me and Stansbury. I said, Brooks thinks
Brooks
this
is
is
loving it.
absolutely
Brooks is loving
hilarious.
it.
Okay. She's just glad she ain't involved. She was like, I am not the villain. It's not me. I'm not the bad guy. Ayan took off crying because the baby's sensitive. Okay. And
The
Stansbury,
baby's sensitive, not the baby.
the baby's sensitive. Okay. And Stansbury is just in shock that this word bragging has them all in an uproar. Go ahead and ask your questions because after that, all I got is the updates.
Oh, that's all I got. Really, I don't understand how it went left. I mean, I do understand how it went left. And I just think that it was, to me, and it's not. I'm putting it in our terms. So before y'all jump in the comments and be like, it's not the same. That's like if, like I said, I would never stop Nels from having, if she found somebody that poured into her, made her happy, she wanted to spend time with. Look, I'm acting like it's a relationship. But,
You're like,
but
okay.
if she found a friend that gave her all that when I couldn't give it to her and she wanted to spend time with him, I would not be upset. I'd be a little jealous, yes, but I wouldn't be upset. Now, I think I'm gonna say the comparison to me, what her and Ayan and Stansbury did would be like if Chanel took that other person and then said, "Oh, I'm getting married, and this person is like my number one bridesmaid or my maid of honor," some shit like that. That's when then I'd be like, and I understand that, but I think what for at least I understand it's not on that level of importance of occasion, but I understand how Lisa felt. Like, oh, so you just go and you want me to attend the wedding. And I gotta sit and watch this bitch up here with you.
What I can say in Lisa's defense is I could understand why it would be weird to her that they're hosting a party together.
So soon, so suddenly after really she just low-key betrayed you, and it kind of fractured our friendship a little bit.
In Stansbury's defense, well, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if she knew who it was originally from or not. Technically, she was still betraying Ayan because Ayan is the one that played it for her. So, yeah, I guess.
And that's what and that's why I said I understand where Lisa's coming from. She's the one. I've always shown you blind loyalty. Always ride with you. Always have never.
Keep in mind, Ayan is still feeling some type of way about the "I'll never trust you again" comment.
You did it.
I know, but
as Kevin Hart said, you shouldn't have did it.
This is how
shouldn't have did it. Okay,
that is how she did it.
I don't know, y'all. Y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let us know what y'all think. But the update. Okay, so Stansbury and Ayan are now closer than ever. Surprise, surprise. And Sergio wants a baby more than ever. We learned surrogacy. Right. Surrogacy is now legal in Dubai, so he may actually get his wish. That's probably going to be the storyline for next season if they get a season 3. Because, like I said, I've been hearing. I forgot who it was. I forgot who it was, and I ain't even gonna mess up your name like that. But you know who you are. Shout out to you in the comments. Somebody had mentioned the ratings ain't rating like that over in Dubai. Like I said, I don't understand why not. Because can I tell y'all, I am not jumping up and down about it.
Neither was it?
Huh?
The first season really wasn't either, was it?
Yeah, but I think it was because it was the first season and we didn't really know what to expect. And I think that they weren't giving because they were still learning how to film and do things in Dubai because the laws and stuff that is, you know what I mean? Like they can't even really have a scene outside and argue for real without it possibly being a problem.
Yeah.
In Dubai. So I think they were still figuring out the kinks the first season. And now that they feel like, okay, because you see how anytime most of the time, anytime an argument gets everybody, it's not even the people involved. like everybody starts being like, y'all, we need to call. You get what I'm saying? Like everybody jumps in. They won't let it happen because they understand the severity of the laws over there, and nobody needs to go to jail over this reality TV BS. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah. Brooks has ended her spiritual healing journey. Her truce with Talene has ended, as we know, and she's expanding Glass House to new locations. I said, girl, you better, but we know you're gonna be tired, child. But I'm happy for you. Can you bring one over here to the DMV, Brooks? I'm just saying. Um, and she says Lesa is more than welcome to host her event. Talene recently co-founded a dating app because you know she was into the matchmaking, even though the matching wasn't matching. The match was matching. Okay. Sarah says Akeem is still trying to find his way back, way back. And yeah, she's still, I guess, she's considering it, leaving. I think they tried again.
Yeah, they tried again until he got jealous all over again.
Lesa says she feels hurt and betrayed. She doesn't, and this is in her confessional, and I y'all know my sensitive ass. I didn't cry, but I was on the verge when I
It
saw
was.
my good girl, because
It was.
Lesa never really displays that type of emotion, and to see her break down over her friendship, and then to learn that she's the one. Oh, I'm frozen. As I said, Lisa's been blowing up Ion's phone and she still ain't answering any of her calls or texts. And Ion basically still wants an apology. And that's kind of how they ended it, y'all. So
How's she gonna
yeah,
still want an apology and she ain't answering the phone to get it?
it was what it was. I can't wait to the reunion. Like I said, we'll come to you guys with a separate video with the reunion looks and we'll talk about it. All right, guys. So if you haven't already, please make sure that you've hit that like button.
Make sure you comment
Make sure you subscribe.
and hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. And if you're feeling, friendly donations, charitable, and donate to the platform, the Shade in the City, the Cash App is down below. And Nels is having a big birthday coming up, and we will be live. And she said she was actually going live on her actual birthday. So I said, okay, girl, that's what we want to do. That's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna be live on the 19th, y'all. So y'all join us. We'll let you know the time. And well, we already know the place. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. But anyway, so yeah, we will catch you for the reunion looks review, and then we will catch you for the Dubai reunion. Y'all have a good night and have it's Thursday. Have a safe weekend, y'all. Bye bye.